on to Let's Debate on Development Matters. I'm your moderator, Councillor Ruth Japa, one of 3 commissioners of the Law Reform Commission. For several years now, there has been much discussion about decentralizing our national government and involving some of the powers now concentrated in maneuver to the counties and local governments. Appearing in support of the affirmative today is Mr. Boto Zina, who has a master's in urban and regional planning. Appearing for the negative is Professor Francis Maria, Director of the Graduate School of Visual Science at the University of Liberia.
Decentralization brings about transparency. We are aware that transparency is one of the issues that we have been toying with all across this country. When people vote their leaders, the leaders become more accountable to them. And because they vote their leaders, they have the authority to question those leaders when they are not delivering. When that is happening at the local level, it will transcend to the national level. It brings about legitimacy. When people are united, they have a responsibility to respond to the needs of the people.
Decentralization in itself does not give development.
And so for me, I stay here to say yes, decentralization is very, very important. It's cardinal to the development of this country that have been falling behind for 170 years now without development. Growth without development. That's what we've been going into. So we can't continue to do the same old thing, the same old way, and getting the same old result. We have to now have alternative means of doing things. And one alternative means of doing it is to have the local people's voices being heard. They must take full participation in the decisions that affect them. And decentralization is one way that can be done.
Well, my point on decentralization is that we know very well that you cannot have a democratic, state or government without decentralization. I don't really see that working very well. I don't need to bore us because my colleague have just mentioned a lot of, past history. But the reality is that it's radical. You cannot say that it's democratic when the people are not involved. You cannot say that it's democratic when the people don't have say, when they don't have doing, when they are not interested, when they cannot be assigned, when their power is not handed over to them. And so up there, the central government, we hear every day, democratic. Every day we go to election and we elect portion of our powerful people, and the rest of them are just selected somehow, some way by central management. And at the end of the day, they are not accountable to us. And if the people feel that they are not accountable to us, and they know whoever they are accountable to, we're going to stay there for as long as they want them to be, and then we're going to live with all the consequences, because you sit there in the central office does not have any impact into this local districts or counties. So I think that decentralization is the act of allocation of government, public, of government facilities, government services. We think that decentralization is about the fact that the people themselves get involved, they take responsibility of what they do.
Well, if you have a superintendent of Lofa County, the people of Lofa County should determine to vote for that superintendent. Then they will have actual voice be heard at the level of the central government. But if at the level of the central government, the president will appoint the superintendent, and the superintendent is mandated to make report to the internal affairs minister, I don't think the superintendent will hear your cry at the buttons of his county and as citizen, because all he feels of himself that his superiors are there. So in order to make himself secure in the position that he occupies to sustain he and his family, he must always relate to the presidents that appoint him to that position. So in order for this decentralization process to be effective, we should take this thing into consideration. Going down from superintendent and other government officials should not be appointed by the president, should be voted upon.
We are talking about decentralization. Now we are sitting here, many of us here don't even know the city mayors. Many people don't even know the commissioner. But you need Lofa County in Zozor District. It will also help, decentralization will also help you to know your city members. It will also help you to know your commissioner. because you were elected, you will go through election process. But if you just say that somebody put somebody there, you will not know them. You will hear that name, but you will not know them. And if you are decentralization. So my idea is for the government to look down. For every department or every ministry that is in Monrovia, that there are sub branches in the Liberian counties, in the local county, that there are sub branches that at least it will enable us to know to work with them. Everyone wants to go live Monrovia because you want to attend university. They get UL, Sarah Mary, other universities in Monrovia. We want to go there to achieve higher education. But what is said that other universities can establish branches, sub branches in Lofa County.
Alexander sir, we got the pros and cons for when it comes to decentralization. For me, I don't really support decentralization. I will be coming because I know all the ministries are in Monrovia are being represented in the various counties. But are they invited? And are they straightening the process? Are they carrying out monitoring evaluation? Because since 2013, there have been no county sitting. Now, if you go in the budget law section of the Lofa County law, it tells you that the PRC, the tenure for the PRC is 3 years. Now somebody has gone almost 5 years plus a PLC, sorry, the committee, management committee has gone. Let's come to Zozor. Let's look at the DDC of Zozor. What project really have been started in Zozor from 2005 on to present that you are already in it and people are sort of saying, yes, this is it. So in my own decentralization is not a way forward or development. It's having our people, having passion for your place.
And first of all, we're talking about development matters. And I want to define the word development. The word development is in two phases. We're talking about infrastructure and capacity building. And also decentralization have to do also with development. So I heard some panelists up there saying that you should have sub. So it should not be sub, it should be 4 ministries should come to the rural area. You see, for the government, you have 15 counties, or the 15 counties, you have 9 community colleges in 9 counties. So decentralization, if you have, for example, agriculture, ministry here in Lofa County, for example, all those are part of that ministry need to carry on development. You see teaching, you see power, water, you see electricity, you see guru, market to farm, and what have you. So I think decentralization is very important for us as Liberians. Thank you.
And we'll tell P. Dennis, I want to congratulate our panelists. Now, we are all talking about decentralization. But I want to a little bit polish it because we have decentralization, but it's partial in that there are sub-branches of ministries in other counties. So we are experiencing it, but it's not in full. Now, my question has to do with, we have elected our representatives, senators, and within the counties, we find ourselves in districts. We're not really feeling their impact. And the process is decentralized. So what gives us the ground now that if we elect chiefs, district commissioner, major, or mayors into this district that will rest assured happy development? Thank you.
Get sub branches in every county, in every district, for us to get sub branches that will get access to that. We'll not be able to leave from here to go Monrovia to do what we're supposed to do, to suffer, to spend a lot of money. So I'm appealing to the government to have sub branches in every part of our nation, in every region, in Zozor district, in Lima County, in Maryland, in Maserado, whatsoever, we should get sub-region.
In order for the decentralization process to be effective, government need to make sure that their branches of governments are decentralized in all of our 50 counties across the country. And the challenge is that we think that these service centers that are built today in the various counties that have service centers, government should efficiently equip these service centers with materials that will keep the service centers running. But if not, these service centers will become a provision, and alas, it becomes a television that we all will watch without nothing. So let them make sure to equip these service centers and make sure that our people have access to these service centers and whatsoever it is that they can get in order for them going to Monrovia, that they will pay most transportations and face difficulties. Like other people don't know people's involvement, it must rather in Monrovia to be specific. At least in their counties of their origin, they will have people at their constituents as those county service centers, at least to make sure that those documents that it needs to run the institution or to have their processes running can go through. So thank you ever so much.
Mr. President, thank you to this the organizer of this forum. And I believe the challenges are that one of which has to do with the central administration. It is going to be very challenging because people out there will have small fear. They don't want to lose all the power they have because they will entrust us here to elect our local government. And so when they do that, they may not have the direct rights to be able to hijack all the rights in importing decisions within our local environment. But the opportunity there is that it will help us to make impact. But then my recommendation is that central government see it necessary to support the process of decentralization so as to enable the citizens to find themselves responsible for decisions they make and they can be able to move forward with their own productivity. Or else the talent in them will not be seen. They will be restricted because you have suppressed them to the level that they can ever move to do anything free. And to also equip the issues of facilities that are already decentralized or established already, like the community colleges. The community colleges are limited to the degree, and then it's causing some little inconvenience for those who are graduated from there. A lot of them floating here on motorbike fees. And we think motorbike riding is not a profession. So to do that, you got to get the certificate to the level of BSc or at most that can empower them to be able to be confident of themselves, not be limited. Thank you.
Decentralization has a lot of prospects, like we just told you, but it also has some challenges as it stands right now. My colleague, Mr. Aniwoye, just told you that there are people out there, the power that be. That means the people who are at the realm of power. When they appoint you, you have to dance to their tune. If they recommend you for appointment and you are successful, you have to dance to their tune. That is a very clear thing. We heard somebody in Bon County telling local government official, if you're not a member of a particular political institution, you cannot hold government, you cannot hold this position, or if you are already there, consider yourself being fired. All because that person knows that the person who has been recommended to, or who have been appointed to lead the local people, will have to dance to their tune. The local people did not elect that person. So the person can now respond directly to the local people. They have to respond to the power that be. And we think that is a challenge that must be overcome. But it can be overcome by you, the local population. If you insist that your voices must be heard, that you must participate in decision making, it will happen. Never you mind, central government also has its own power. Even in the decentralization package, central government has its own power. So there should be no fear about it. The next thing is that this government, the past government has done its part. They have made a roadmap. But this government, in its pro agenda, I'm calling on this government to include budgetary allocation that will empower the people to vote regularly for the local government official. We don't need to have city mayors and district commissioners and superintendents being appointed. They're not going to be answerable to us.
So, the fact can be said, and I come from a contrary view. We already have decentralization. We are always saying we want decentralization, decentralization. Don't we have decentralization in Liberia? We have it. We get represented. Even see the education sector, see the agricultural sector, we still have decentralization. So why are we saying we need decentralization? We have it. If you come to say, let us elect city mayor, commissioner, then we understand. But don't say we need decentralization. We already have decentralization. Now, all we Liberians need is to be patriotic. It's not a matter of decentralization. We got to be patriotic. Let's love our country. Even if we elect people, and these people we elect, if they don't love this country, yes, they will still remain zero. Even our very self, the people who put in a position, we castigate them. We don't support them. We may elect them today, or at the back, we trust to and hard ourselves. And we all sit and complain that they are not working.
So all we need is patriotism.
My recommendation behind the women, they shouldn't be behind. They should be in front. Because if you come in a town, the first person you will say hello to, those are the people that got the information that will give you what the local people need, what they not need. I think the other time we talking on the media, and me, I like to talk on the media because when I listen, I need to speak for all my people. And we need to talk as citizens of Liberia. We need to talk as citizens of the district and the county. Because you sitting here today, you are hurt. When you go to the next county or next district, when they explain their own the problem, your own, you will forget about your own. We shouldn't feel weak. When the people come, we should tell them, and from this, we will promise you women, we will be on our feet. Even they say Ataye go, women will be there to take part with the men. Then you will be there to take part with the men. Yes. Because we need to make a changes. We need to make a changes. You will not say that they can't say, they do here, we feel baby won't give it to you. Enter there. Then
when we talk about decentralization, we are speaking about ourselves in Liberia. That we all must put the stake inside the pot to stay in. We should not leave it with one person. As a panelist has said, they say all of their team, we all are going towards decentralization. Nobody is moving from the track. For me, speaking as the elder, and speaking on behalf of the elder, from here, when we go into our various towns, into our various villages, you see when we bring decentralization into Lofa County, especially Zozor District, we look at the road leading from here to Kaliman, we look at the road leading from here to Zelabala, we look at the road leading from here to Kivu, we look at the road leading from here to Yera. As soon as decentralization comes into Zozor District, all the road will be paved through our effort, because we're going to put our hand in the pot to stay in. So I want to leave with you people here that there's a mathematical formulation says A plus O equal R. Meaning, am I right? Am I protected? A plus O equal R. Meaning ability plus opportunity equal responsibility. So when we all have this particular scenario into our heart, we're going to develop our district and our county and our